What's up, guys? Private IRS here, Private IRS YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. You could have chosen to be anywhere. You chose to be here, so I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody following me on X. Please like, subscribe here on the YouTube channel as well, too. Share the videos as well. Comment. Just go crazy in the comment section. I appreciate all of them. Even the hateful ones, I appreciate it. So, links for everything will be in the description below, including how to reach me via email. You can alternatively reach me through direct message on X as well, too. So let's get straight into the meat and potatoes of this. So how did this bald black private investigator wind up in a Marco Rubio political ad? So it's a weird story. So that ad aired in, 2021, 22, something like that, 2022, I think. That's when he was running against Val Demings. He was running against Val Demings for that Senate seat in South Florida. Now, here's the ironic part about this. I know the guy who runs security for Val Demings. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him for a very long time. Excellent martial artist. I believe he's a 10th degree black belt in Kyokushin. And tough guy. Very, very good. He actually tried to recruit me for that protection detail. But I was, I was busy with a whole bunch of other work, and I just couldn't spare the time. Protection details are very time consuming. So I get a text message from this individual saying, "Hey, I saw you in Marco's ad." Now they're in the middle of a political battle back and forth, a campaign between each other. And so, I thought it was a joke, so I just ignored it. Then next, I started getting a flood of text messages from people I know, all like, so two different reactions depending on their political leanings. Marco Rubio is a Republican, conservative Republican, South Florida, and so from the liberal people I know, they're all like, "Russ, I was so disappointed to see you in the Marco Rubio political ad." Now, mind you, I haven't seen it yet. I'm like, what the heck is everybody talking about? And the other side, the conservative side, they were like, "Hey, Russ, welcome aboard, my friend." I usually don't talk politics with friends, just because it's just, especially in the past, man, it just gets really ugly sometimes. Not from my side, but people get so angry and so sad if you don't fit a certain, narrow vision of what you are supposed to be and think and how you're supposed to behave and act. And so I've been called a lot of names for different things from one side or the other, and so I just try to avoid it. So I'm getting all these messages. I'm like, what the heck is everybody talking about? I was like, because I had no idea. So I get a buddy of mine to send me the link to the YouTube ad, and I'll try to put that in the description below on this one. I put a screenshot on X, with the same question, how did this bald black private investigator wind up on a Marco Rubio political ad? So I look at the ad and I'm like, and at the end of the ad, that's me. That's my big goofy looking grin, shaking hands with him. And I was like, holy smokes. And so I immediately remembered exactly taking that picture. So it was at a meet and greet for Senator Marco Rubio. I wasn't working for Senator Marco Rubio. I was actually working a client, a very wealthy client, who was a fan of Marco Rubio's. Let's just say, I won't go into the name of the client, but so I was doing protection for him, and it was at the tail end of like a 6 or 7 day protection gig. And so it was funny because I'm with the client, I'm in the background, low key, and he goes, "Hey, Russ." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I want you to do me a favor." He's like, "What's that?" "I want you to go shake hands with Senator Rubio and let them take a couple of pictures with you." And I was like, "What, does he need a picture with a black guy or something?" And so, and I said that jokingly. And so, so I went and shook hands with him, and I actually have other pictures with him, and so that was probably 10 years before that political campaign, maybe even 12 years before that political campaign. And so, so all I can think is one of two things: either they needed a picture with a black guy, or they saw me and they were like, "Man, this guy looks good. We have to use this picture we've been holding on to for the last 10, 12 years and put him in the back of this ad." But Look, the election is over. Thank goodness it's over. Maybe we can all get back to just the business at hand. I've got some series of videos coming out. Put one out earlier about the brand ambassador and how and why men should choose their mates the way corporations choose their brand ambassadors and the different criteria. There are some differences and some nuances, and we're going to go over those things. So you can put those in your toolbox, and we can go forward in a more positive direction. I'm also going to be telling more stories. I have been working on some one writing project, which I'm almost done with. I've been consulting a published author. She's been picking my brain about how private investigators do their thing. She writes a series of fiction books. And so we've been trading services. She's been helping me write my book. The first one is not going to be about any of the stories I have. I will be fictionalizing a bunch of the other stories. Some of them are going to be fantastic. I will still keep writing stories on X. I still have some that are queued up and ready to go in the drafts, but I knew with the elections coming up, people were going to be more focused on that, so I held off on that. The first book project I'm working on is about litigation support services from a private investigator perspective. And it's mostly going to be for either investigators, attorneys, or anybody who wants to learn about how private investigators can be a force multiplier for attorneys. Anyway, so with the brand ambassador thing, a lot of things go into it. You should be vetting the women that you are choosing or considering for long-term relationships or marriage. I can help you. I would rather help you vet and research a woman's past before you get married instead of trying to help you rebuild everything and pick up the pieces on the tail end. I usually wind up having to do that, and it's much more painful for you if you have to do this. It's a lot easier if you peel that band-aid off from the very beginning. And at the very least, whatever we find, you may be okay with it, but at least you have the opportunity to make an informed decision. There are some women, not all women, but there are some women who have hidden pasts that might disqualify them from your particular situation, what you want from a mate. Anyway, it's your boy Russ. Again, all the links for social media will be in the description below. Please like, share, comment, follow on X, subscribe here on YouTube. Many more things to come, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your boy Russ, Private Eye Russ. Bye.